So this is my video presentation on explaining different types of range of motion. And I have my husband here to help me. He's my assistant. So we're going to start with flexion. Flexion is the action of bending or condition of being bent. It is a movement that decreases a joint angle. An example is bending your elbow so that your arm and forearm go from 180-degree angle to a 90-degree angle or less. Next we have extension, which is the opposite of flexion. Movement that straightens a joint and returns a body part to a zero position. Describing a straightening amount of movement that increases the angle between body parts. Extension refers to the movement in the posterior direction. Abduction is the motion of a structure away from the midline. Is the movement of a body part in the frontal plane away from the midline of the body. For example, moving your feet apart or spreading your digits apart. Adduction refers to motion that pulls a structure toward the midline of the body. For example, bringing digits together or arms toward the body. Circumduction refers to a conical movement of a body part. For example, a ball and socket joint such as a shoulder and a hip. It is a circular motion and is also a combination of flexion, extension, adduction, and abduction. Rotation applies to any bone turning around a fixed axis. It is a movement in which a bone spins on its longitudinal axis. It refers to internal or external, towards or away from the center of the body. So the first one is an internal rotation. Refers to rotation toward the axis of the body. An external rotation away from the center of the body. Protraction, movement of a body part in the anterior direction. For example, drawn forwards. The only joints capable of protracting are shoulder and the jaw. So an example of this is when you reach in front of you to push a door open. Retraction is the opposite of protraction. Returns to resting zero position or pulls the shoulders back to stand. So an example of this as well are push-ups and bench presses that involve both protraction and retraction. Thank you very much. Supination, a movement that turns the palm to face anteriorly or upward, sort of like a soup. Pronation is the opposite of supination, causing the palm to face posteriorly or downward. Dorsiflexion is a movement in which the toes are elevated. Example, applying nail polish to the foot or toes and they come forward up. Plantar flexion is the movement of the foot downward like pressing the gas pedal of a car, so towards the ground. And there you have it. Thank you very much.